So what is a superset and how the hell do you perform it? Today, I'm going to be telling you exactly how to do that, and also I'm going to be giving you 6 bonus superset circuits that you can begin adding into your workout regimen right now to see some extraordinary results. Check it out. So what the hell is a superset? A superset is a combination of 2 exercises, one directly after the other, with absolutely no rest in between them. A 3 exercise combination of one exercise, then the other, and then another with no rest in between them, that's what's known as a triset. Anything more than 3 exercises directly in a row is what's going to be known as a circuit. Why are supersets so good? For one, they're really good at improving the time under tension for the muscle groups that you're trying to target. The minimal amounts of rest really demand a lot out of your body, and also because of that lack of rest, you're also going to be improving your efficiency in the gym, allowing you to get in and out super quickly. Now, before we get into this, I want to explain one thing. There's a superset and then there's a compound set. Let me explain what the superset is first. A superset is performing one exercise directly after the other, but each of these exercises are focusing on different muscle groups. For example, you could begin a superset by performing dumbbell bicep curls, and then your second exercise that you follow up directly after, you're getting tricep extensions. 2 different muscle groups, that's a superset. So what's a compound set? A compound set is when you perform 2 exercises, one after the other with no rest, focused on the exact same muscle group. For example, you could start off with doing a chin-up, and then directly after that, you can follow through with some dumbbell bicep curls. Both are hitting the biceps, one after the other, no rest. That's a compound set. Now let's get into the how to properly pair these exercises for maximum efficiency. The main thing that you want to focus on here is not demanding a ton out of your grip. For example, if you're going to be performing cable rows, that's fine. You're going to try and target your back. You want to do a compound set to target your back. So you're doing the cable rows, and then you think to yourself what would be a great idea would be to have lat pull downs. That's a great exercise, but combining the 2 of them, it's a lot of grip work you're gonna have to do to maintain that. And your fingers are gonna get weak at the end, and you know, the weakest link of this exercise system at the end of this is going to be your forearms. Your forearms are gonna give out before your back, and because of this, you're not actually gonna get too solid of a back workout through using this superset. What I would recommend instead would be something like a classic push-pull. Maybe start off with cable rows first and then move on to a bench press right after for your superset. This way you're not demanding an absolute ton out of your forearms and you're able to continuously maintain the workout. So make sure that you're not pairing 2 pulling type exercises or 2 really grip intensive exercises one after the other. It's really tough to maintain. And the forearms will definitely give out before the designated muscle group that you're trying to target. Now the second thing that you don't want to do is combine heavy maxes for like your lower body with another exercise that's also going to target the posterior chain. So if you were to pair, say, a heavy squat with like a Romanian deadlift, your posterior chain is just going to be getting totally attacked. It's very heavily recruited in the barbell squat, and then after that you're going to try and get into a Romanian deadlift. The lower back is going to really start to suffer. So if you start with your first set, you might be able to do it pretty well. You come to the second set, you begin the squat. That lower back's probably pretty damn tired. And the consequence of a tired back on a max heavy squat, your form is really going to suffer. And once your form is suffering in an exercise such as a squat, you're really putting yourself in a great position to get injured, so you don't want to do that at all. Avoid putting 2 heavily posterior chain demanding exercises one after the other. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, we can begin getting into the 6 superset circuits that you can start beginning in your workout regimen today to see some maximal results. Okay, we're gonna get this started with the traditional superset, meaning we're gonna perform one muscle group directly after the other with a different muscle group, no rest in between. So the first one we got here is the incline dumbbell bench press followed by a dumbbell row. The first exercise we're focusing on the chest. The second exercise we're gonna be hitting the upper back. The second routine we got for this one is the standing easy bar curl followed by the cable press downs. First exercise is gonna be focusing on the biceps. The second exercise, we're gonna be targeting on those triceps. Exercise number 3 of the traditional superset, we're gonna be starting with the Bulgarian split squats, followed by some band hamstring curls. The first exercise, we're gonna be really targeting those quadricep muscles, and then to finish it up, we're hitting the hamstrings. All right, now we're gonna get into explaining the compound set, which will be 2 exercises focused entirely on the exact same muscle group. So for these ones, what I personally like to do is I like to begin the first exercise with sort of a compound exercise that does target the designated muscle group. For that exercise, I'd like to perform about 6 to 8 repetitions, keep it kind of heavy, and then follow it up with more of an isolation exercise where I'm going to be performing about 12 to 15 repetitions, a lot more volume. So my first example I've got with this is a dumbbell shoulder press. Begin with the dumbbell shoulder press, and then directly after, we're gonna get into some dumbbell side laterals. Now, like I mentioned, you're gonna begin the first exercise kind of heavy, low repetitions. So for the dumbbell shoulder press, I'm gonna be getting about 6 to 8 repetitions. To finish it up, I like the higher volume, more isolation. So the dumbbell side laterals, really gonna target the medial head of your shoulder. And for that exercise, you're gonna wanna stick with about 12 to 15 repetitions. Next, we got the dips. Right into the skull crushers. The dips, compound exercise, they're gonna focus on hitting actually all 3 heads of your triceps, and then we're gonna get into the dumbbell skull crushers, which is gonna focus a lot on that outer head and as well as the long head of the triceps as well. All right, now the final compound set idea that you could have here, this one's really good. This one is super tough. I warn you in advance, the quads are gonna be screaming. Start with the barbell squat, and then directly after get into the leg extensions. The first one, the squat, that's a super compound exercise. We're hitting tons of muscle groups, and you're burning out the quads a fair amount. Directly after that, you jump into the leg extensions, which is just gonna severely isolate that targeting on the quadricep. And seriously, man, if you try this one, your legs are gonna be so toast. Good luck walking out of the gym after that one. So there you guys go, 6 absolutely killer superset routines that you can begin adding into your workout regimen today. And also a little bit of a background on what exactly superset is, how to perform them correctly, and what to avoid. If you guys enjoyed the video, then be sure to give it a like down below, and also be sure to subscribe for weekly workout tips and nutrition tips that you won't want to miss. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video.